different stages of production planning and control, particularly the production process, its warehousing and distribution. Here we'll discuss about the different types of maintenance like predictive maintenance or preventive maintenance. Here we will start by defining what is production planning and control is all about. The category A materials will be highly valued, whereas category C materials will be the least valued. Hello everyone, I am Nikhilavati S, Faculty of Commerce, Vidhyaashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence, MYSURU. In today's session, we will be discussing about the syllabus of Productions and Operations Management, which is a prescribed syllabus for 5th semester BBA. So here we will be discussing the syllabus of Productions and Management Operations, the learning outcomes, the various modules, the internal assessment test pattern, exam pattern. Coming to the syllabus of Production and Operations Management, the syllabus consists of 5 modules. Module 1 is Introduction to Production and Operations Management. Module 2, Plant Location and Layout. Module 3, Production Planning and Control. Module 4, Inventory Management, and Module 5, Maintenance and Waste Management. Learning outcome. So after the completion of the course Production and Operations Management, you will be able to understand ever-growing importance of production and operations management in uncertain business environment. So you will be able to understand how crucial and the production and operations management is in the ever-growing and unpredictable business environment. And you'll be able to gain an in-depth understanding of plant location and layout, like how important the placement and the arrangement of plant for a business and its production and operations management. Appreciate the unique challenges faced by firms in inventory management. So you'll be able to identify the unique challenges and difficulties that the firm faces in managing its inventory. So it usually involves ensuring the continuous supply of inventory, like without creating shortage or overstock of inventory in the organization. Understand the subject as to production planning and control. So here you'll be able to understand what are the principles and practice of production planning and control in the organization. Develop skills to operate competitively in the current business scenario. So after this course, you'll be able to enhance your skills to effectively and competitively survive and operate in the current business environment. Moving on to the modules of Production and Operations Management. So the first module is Introduction to Production and Operations Management. Introduction, where you'll be introduced to the subject of production and operations management and what is production and operations is all about. It sets the stage for understanding that the production is all about creating and delivering the goods and services. Meaning of production and operations. Production refers to the creation of the goods and services, whereas operations refers to the related activities for the production of goods and services. Difference between production and operations management. Here, production management is all about the production or the manufacturing of goods and services, whereas the operation management is much a broader term consisting both the production as well as production related activities. Then the scope of production management consists like the planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling the activities of production in the organization. Production system. Here we will be learning the production as a system. So it's a framework for producing and delivering the goods and services. So here we'll look the productions as a system. Types of production. It consists of various types like job production, mass production or batch production, etc. Then benefits of production management. So why we need, or what are the advantages of production management? Why we need to manage the production activity in the organization in order to get advantage or to achieve the efficiency in the production process. Responsibility of a production manager. So here, what are the duties of a production manager? He should make sure that the whole production process is done efficiently and effectively within the production unit. Then the decisions of production management. So mainly there are three types of decisions that are taken by a production manager. It is usually the long-term or strategic decisions, tactical decisions which are for short term, as well as the operational decisions for the day-to-day operations. And operations management concept and functions. So the module number 2 is plant location and layout. Meaning and definition. Here we will be discussing what is plant location and layout. So plant location is all about choosing the best location for the manufacturing unit, whereas layout refers to the arrangement of the various elements that are needed for the production, like machinery, men, or the other facilities. Here we will be discussing what are the factors that affect the choice of plant location. Next, theory and practices. Here we will be discussing the various theories and practical considerations for selecting a best plant location and setting up a plant layout. Cost factor in location. Here we are going to analyze how cost is going to impact the plant location or the choice of location for the manufacturing unit. So plant layout principles. Here we will be discussing various principles or rules that are needed to be followed before setting up the plant layout. Next, space requirement. So this section addresses the space required for various operations like production, storage or warehousing and distribution operations. Different types of facilities. Here it discusses the facilities that are needed for the production and operations management, like various facilities like manufacturing or warehousing, distribution and all other facilities that are needed to set up a plant layout. So the last topic is organization of physical facilities like building, air conditioning, sanitation, lighting and safety for the workers, etc. in the production unit. Module number 3 is production planning and control. Meaning and definition. Here we will start by defining what is production planning and control is all about. It's about defining what to produce, when to produce and how much to produce. Then characteristics of production planning and control. It involves key features that affect the planning of the production and controlling of the production activities. Then the objectives of production planning and control. So the main goals of production planning and control is to optimize the resource utilization in the production process. Stages of production planning and control. There are different stages of production planning and control, particularly the production process, its warehousing and distribution. Then we have the scope of production planning and control. The scope of production planning and control involves all the aspects of planning, organizing, directing and controlling the overall activity of production planning. Then we have factors affecting production planning and control. Various factors which influence include market demand, the resource availability and availability of technology, etc. Role of production planning and control in manufacturing industry. So the function of production planning and control plays a crucial role in the management of manufacturing process to ensure the efficiency in manufacturing. Next, the module 4 is about inventory management. Inventory management consists of the following topics, that is inventory management. It's about overseeing the ordering, stocking and the distribution or making the availability of raw materials to the production process. Then concepts and classifications. So here we will be studying the various concepts related to the inventory management and classification. Usually the inventory is classified as the raw materials, the work in progress and finished products. Next, objectives. So the main objective of inventory management is to ensure that there is a continuous supply of inventory to the process of production without disturbing the process of production. Then we have factors affecting inventory control policies. Here we will be discussing the various factors that influence the policy of inventory control. Then the inventory cost. So here the main objective is to reduce the cost of inventory, and we will be discussing like the inventory costs like holding cost or ordering cost or shortage cost, etc. So the basic EOQ model, economic order quantity model, which says like what is the minimum order quantity that or the optimum order quantity that minimizes the cost of inventory. Then we have reorder level. This is the level at which the reorder should be made for the inventory in the production unit. Then we have ABC analysis. That means here the inventories are classified as 3 categories like category A, B and C. The category A materials will be highly valued, whereas category C materials will be the least valued. Then we have in the next topics quality management, quality concepts. Here the ensuring the quality of the finished products as well as the difference between inspections, quality control and quality assurance. So the total quality management refers to ensuring that the production process is done efficiently and with minimum cost but without compromising in the quality of the products produced. So finally, the control charts and acceptance sampling. These are the statistical sampling method that is used to either accept or reject the sample of products that are produced in a batch. So module number 5 is maintenance and waste management. The topics covered under this module is introduction and meaning, objectives. Here the meaning refers to its like keeping or upkeepment of all the facilities in the production unit so that it will not disturb the production process. So it is about the maintenance and also the disposal of waste that is produced in the process of production. Objectives. So the main objective of maintenance and waste management is to ensure that there is reliability and availability of equipment and less downtime and repairs in the organization. Then the types of maintenance. Here we will discuss about the different types of maintenance like predictive maintenance or preventive maintenance. Breakdown, space planning and control. Here we will explain how a sudden breakdown of machinery or equipment is balanced and space planning is done. Preventive routine. Here we will be discussing about the procedures that are involved in order to prevent the sudden breakdown of machineries or equipment. So next is relative advantages. So here we will compare the various benefits that are there in different types of maintenance and we will implement the best maintenance method. Then maintenance scheduling is all about how to plan the maintenance activities. Then equipment reliability and modern scientific maintenance methods, the waste management regarding the disposal of scrap and surplus, salvage and recovery. So here are the skill development activities. Visit any industry and list out the stages of its automation and artificial intelligence with as many details as possible. Here you have to visit a local industry and document what are the automation and artificial intelligence procedures that are implemented in that particular organization. Then list out the factors which are important while selecting a plant layout and draw a chart on plant layout. So here you have to list out the factors while selecting a plant layout, as well as you have to draw a chart on plant layout. Then describe the functions of quality circles in an industry. So you have to describe each function of quality management. List out the functions of inventory management in an organization. So here you have to list out what are the functions done in the inventory management procedure. Like for example, usually it will be the checking the availability of inventory or the raw materials and stock in progress, as well as how the finished products are distributed. So out of 100 marks, 40 marks will be from your internal assessment and the 60 marks will be from your semester end examination. 40 marks consist of continuous comprehensive evaluation for 20 marks and internal assessment test for 20 marks. The minimum marks for a pass percentage is 35%. In semester end exam, you need to score 21 out of 60 marks, and for 100, you need to score 40 marks. So here is the internal assessment test pattern. So your internal assessment test will be for 30 marks and the duration given for the internal test is 1 hour 30 minutes, where the test pattern consists of 3 parts, part A, part B and part C. In part A, there will be 2 questions carrying 5 marks where you need to answer 1 question. In part B, you will be having 2 questions carrying 10 marks and you need to answer any one of the question. In part C, there will be 2 questions carrying 15 marks and you need to answer any one of the following questions. So for the internal assessment test, the internal assessment test consists of 30 marks and your first internal assessment test will be from Unit 1 and Unit 2. Your second internal assessment test will be from Unit 3 and Unit 4, and your third internal assessment test will be from Unit 5. So you will be having 3 internal assessment tests, and the final marks will be awarded on average of these 3 internals. So your final semester end exam will be for 60 marks, which consists part A, part B and part C. Part A consists for 10 marks, part B you'll be having the questions for 20 marks, and in part C you'll be having the questions for 30 marks. So total for 60 marks you'll be having semester end examination. So here are some of the books that you can refer. Ashwatappa K and Sridhar Bhatt on Production and Operations Management, HPH publication. Gondalekar and Salunki on Productivity Techniques from HPH publication. Then S.N. Chari on Production and Operations Management from McGraw-Hill Publications, and Kachru on Production and Operations Management from Excel Books Publications. Thank you.